Nope. All right, so it's registering me. Can I get a mic check? Apparently it's not going to pick you guys up till we go into the live show, which makes me feel so self-conscious. There it goes. All right, we're good there. It has been shared. Why is Twitch being stupid? All right, there it goes. YouTube. YouTube is live. All right. Y'all ready? What is this? There it goes. All right. And here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Griffcast episode 161, the Mature Nerdy Podcast for immature people. The show where we talk about any and all things nerd, from video games, comics, movies, computer technology, and or... Uh-oh. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Griffcast episode... My volume was on. We were about to have one of the infinite loops. The show where we talk about any and all things nerd, from video games, comics, movies, computer technology, and or science. I am your host, King Neckbeard Griffmore. Welcome to the show. Tonight, looks like it's going to be three of us again. And it's going to be probably a shorter episode. We're going to dive into some of the news that's been going on. Not a lot has... in terms of gaming has been going on. Yeah, anyway, so I am going to be all over the place. I am running on like 4 hours of sleep in 48 hours.
You gotta up those numbers, man. Those
they are very poor numbers. How's the mic sound, by the way?
You sound pretty good. Is it the same mic?
Doesn't sound bad. I thought something sounded a little different.
Yeah, so I upgraded from the Go XLR to the Wave XLR. It's the Wave XLR MK2, so it's my mic might be a little too close to my face. It's newer, it's fancier, it's more updated, and it auto does a lot of the things that I had to fine tune the Go XLR to do. So it does a lot better for me trying to figure all that out.
Right. It's always better if it can solve those problems on its own.
Yeah, then also a lot of the processing power is on the device itself versus on my PC.
Right.
Which is always good. Anyway, so yeah, outside of that though, bro, Crimson Desert, holy crap, this game.
Dude, do you want to just talk about that for like the next 7 hours? Yo, man.
How is it the most amazing good game and the worst, or the most amazing bad game and the worst great game?
I know, right? It's, dude, like, there's so many things about this game that I just fucking love. And they're just so good. And then sometimes, it just drives me insane.
Okay, so
if it's not really pissing me off, then that means I'm not invested in it. Right?
Fair enough.
Pissing me
Maybe.
off, and I'm taking it serious, and I'm getting ready to just start just fucking slamming my fist into my keyboard and just having keys get tossed up. And
All right. Are you playing with mouse and keyboard?
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay. What chapter are you in? Good.
Okay, so it's what chapter am I in? Chapter 7?
Okay, so we're at the same place. I just started chapter 7.
Okay, but how many hours are you?
Like 50?
102.
Yeah.
I was at fucking like 80 hours, and I was still on like chapter 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just burned through chapter 6, and I'm like halfway through 7.
Well, that's the funny thing about chapter 6 is once you decide, it's like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do a couple of story missions. No, you're sucked in. You ain't going nowhere for that whole freaking chapter.
Let's go.
The Omnimusha chapter.
Oh yeah, man. God, that was also I expect there to be more chapters like that, because I feel like some people said that happens like a few times, and you're just like, all right, man, just all out.
I know
And
it
you're right,
happens
like, once
on
it started, like you can't just like leave. Like you can leave and you can go do other shit, but you're also like,
Yeah.
it's hard to not participate right now and to just go ham.
Well, also like that, like the ability to leave in the middle of that completely breaks it. Like there's a couple of times I had to leave to go empty my bag.
Yeah, that's the reason I left. I left, went to a shop, sold a whole bunch of shit, and went back and just kept racking up more shit. It's just like, I'm just sitting there like, good work, kitty. Good work, kitty. Keep collecting that shit, bud.
Oh, that's another thing. That's the next thing I got to figure out is how to pick what pet you want.
You don't have a pet right now?
I just have the dog. The first one that they give you as part of the quest.
They give you a dog? Oh, that's right. Okay, well, I mean, at least he's still picking up stuff. I thought you didn't have a pet at all.
Oh no, I do.
That quest is optional. The quest is optional. So
It is optional. It is optional.
Yeah.
It's part of the faction quest for the Greymanes, which is the faction you are a part of. But yeah, no, get a pet, 100%.
Yeah, get a pet, man. My
Holy
pet's kind of
crap!
pissing me off right now because like she just disappears. Like she'll be collecting shit, and then all of a sudden, like I'll be like, I haven't collected anything in a while, and then like she's just gone. She's just not there with me, and like I haven't like fast traveled or gone anywhere. I haven't died. I'm just like, where did she go? She's put in a shit ton of work. She just has to take breaks.
Cannot fast travel in combat, huh?
But I mean, I've done so much shit. Like I spent a lot of time knocking out the towers and the puzzles.
I'm gonna go back and do a lot of that.
Over the last couple of days. Especially, I hope I'm not ruining the game for you. Or whatever. Have you found any of the elemental powers?
Not yet. No.
Okay, but you know they exist.
I do because I looked at all the stuff on the talent tree.
Yeah, I guess it is there in the talent tree. But I have them now. There's one that's locked behind a story, so I'll say that. Ooh, actually, I think I'm coming up on it. I think we're coming up on it, maybe.
Okay.
But dude, when you get them, you just become so powerful. You become so fucking powerful.
I'm looking for it. Dude, the sword you got from the bird guy is carrying me. I'm trying to go. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna. No. How high did you upgrade yours?
No. Well, you're saying, I'm not saying no, like it's not carrying me. I'm saying no, like I know what you're talking about, but dude, I have a disgusting build right now, and I just fuck people up.
Yeah. Well, like the ability to basically stone cold stun everybody all the time is fantastic.
Just grappling, just arcading people. Someone hits me, I'm just like, I'm not gonna cut you. I'm just gonna grab you by the throat and drop you down, and then fuck you up. the crow blade.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty dope, but I have another blade. I got it. It was on a different sword, and I took the ability off that sword and I put it on my main sword. My main one-handed sword. It's normally on a two-handed sword, but I took it off and I put it on the one-handed sword. So every time you press, so like with the crow blade, every time you press R2, crows will shoot out and start attacking people.
Yeah.
With this one, every time you press R2, your character will do a slash, and then there's a wolf slash, and then another wolf slash.
Oh shit.
So it does the crow, and then it has these two wolf slashes at the end, and the people are just getting fucked up. I now have unlocked another ability that every time I press R2, it creates a they call it an illusion, but it's like a shadow.
Yeah,
you know,
the one that's is it the one that's in the talent tree?
Yeah, it's in the talent tree.
Yeah.
It's like the last.
Yeah.
It's like the last of the green one. What am I trying to say? It's like what Simon does in Expedition 33 when he slashes, and then like two shadows will slash after him.
Yeah, yeah.
It's exactly that. So like every time I press R2, I'll slash. My shadow will slash. The crows will fly out, and then the fucking wolf claws come in, and the person just gets annihilated.
Yeah.
There's no hope.
Yeah.
The only time I don't like, I mean, I run that a lot, but I don't like it that much. I mean, I just unlocked the illusion. I forgot what they actually call it, but they say the word illusion. You create an illusion. That boss was a fucking pain in my ass, dude. That boss was a fucking pain in
Which
my
one?
ass.
Because a lot of bosses are
Dude, the boss fights are super fucking tough. And
Yeah.
like it's a hack and slash game, and then they try to make the boss fights like it's
it's freaking Dark
like
Souls.
like it's Dark Souls or like it's God of War, and like your character doesn't really attack accurately enough to do that. He doesn't parry accurately. I mean,
Yeah.
parrying is not hard. That's not what I'm saying, but like dude, they're zipping all over the place, and your character doesn't spin and turn that fast.
Yeah.
And it's just it's not really the type of game that should have boss fights like this.
Yeah, it's like most of the game is God of War style, or like Assassin's
early
Creed.
God of War style.
Yeah, where it's just hacking and slashing, you're just going to town. The boss fights, every single one is like fighting Melania in Elden Ring.
There was a time I was just like walking through people, and I still wasn't even early on in the story. Like I hadn't even fought. Like I fought the Reed Devil, and he was
holy
whipping my
crap,
ass,
the Redevil.
dude, he was whipping my ass. But I didn't do it. I didn't play that mission until I was like 50 hours into the game, and I had a nasty build. All my armor was at like level 5 or above. I had level 7 swords, and he was in there just whipping my ass. And I was like, "This is I barely left the first area. This is one of the first bosses. How is he whipping my ass? Should be super overpowered right now." And then the werewolf that was in like the dining hall, that dude fucked me up. He fucked me up.
Werewolf in the Dining Hall. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's part of the story mission. Like when you go and like they have.
You talking about?
It's not like a werewolf. It's kind of like a werewolf, but it's not a werewolf. It was just a big monster, like in the when you're like the.
It's a gorilla.
Castle.
It's a gorilla.
Oh yeah, it was a gorilla.
Yeah,
It looked like a werewolf to me. It wasn't like an exact werewolf, but it looked more like a werewolf to me than a gorilla. But you're right. We're talking about the same big ass monster.
Yeah, it looks like Grodd from Spawn. Not Grodd from Spawn.
Yeah. Mortal
Was
Kombat.
it Killmonger?
Yeah. What?
Oh God, who was that character? In Spawn, the comic book, there is one of his enemies is a giant Cygor. It is a giant cybernetic gorilla, and that's what it basically was. To me, I mean,
But he was fucking my ass up.
yeah.
Some of these bosses have fucked my ass up.
Well, the the funny part about the gorilla boss is a lot of times when it starts to give you the what do they call it, the I'm hitting you here, reticle. It's already hit you.
I've had that happen a couple of times, and like sometimes like there's just enemies where they just start slashing at you, and they're unblockable, and then I roll out of the way, but like by the time I finish my roll, they're still like up in my fucking face, and I can't roll away fast enough. I'm like, what do you want me to do, man?
Yeah.
And like I can't attack interrupt them, so I'm just getting fucked. But
yeah, and I tell you what, one of the most satisfying things is straight up stone cold stunning a boss.
I don't think I've actually tried that.
Yeah. If they are humanoid, you can.
Okay.
Don't use it on the gorilla.
Yeah, I didn't.
You can actually.
I mean,
So if you time it right, instead of RKOing the gorilla, you climb on its back and you can stab it in the back.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, just goes to show. I mean, Crimson Desert is the game that every 10-year-old would say they wanted to make. There is everything in it.
Dude, it has so much.
It is so massive. How many bounties have you done?
I've done all the bounties.
Have you done all the bounties? Okay.
All the bounties that are in Hernand. I haven't found bounties anywhere else, but I've only been to Hernand. I went to like the city in like Denise like one time just to sell the shit for that side quest for the Greymanes, but that was it. I haven't gone anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I guess I have unlocked the other city now that you had the gigantic battle in chapter 6.
Yeah. Have you done the eavesdrop quest yet?
That was pissing me off, man.
Oh, so much.
I just did it. That's the last main mission I did. But yeah, that was pissing me off. Because I was like, I'm here, like, what do you want me to do? I'm trying to eavesdrop. Like, what do you want? You have to find like the little tiniest millimeter spot where you have to eavesdrop. And that started getting on my nerves.
Yeah, that one. So like you had to do it 3 times in a row. The first one was such a pain. The second one is basically stand in the general vicinity out of sight and you got it. And then the third one, it doesn't tell you where to go.
No, and like I saw the women that were speaking, and like it had like how it has like the little bubble like on the map, whatever.
Yeah.
And they were in like the top half, but the eavesdropping was like all the way at the other like caddy corner.
Yeah.
All the way at the bottom, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I can't hear them. You can't really realistically hear them for that far. That was.
Well, see, I went around the back of the barn, and I stood.
That's where it was.
Yeah, and they were over on the corner. Yeah.
At the top of the barn, or were they inside the barn?
They were inside the barn.
Oh, I didn't like. I went inside the barn, and there was nobody in there. And fuck if I know. The only people that were there were like standing outside of the front of the barn, like a caddy corner to where you stood.
Nobody will play this game the same. Even your glitches are different. I don't know. I'm having a blast with it. It is.
It's so much fun. It's a blast. Have you? I was 90 hours in when I figured out what the fucking bell towers did, and now I actually hate the bell towers because like
I've only found 2.
I've done 4, and like by the time I realized what I did, I mean I realized what I did, but then when I realized the effect of what I did, I had done too much and I couldn't go back, and I wanted to my save because now I hate what the bell towers do.
Yeah,
because the bell towers get rid of the fog of war on the map, and now you can't tell where you've been. And luckily for me, the 4 areas where I did it, I had pretty much already explored as much.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I did it in Hernand. I did it like in the smaller area in the top left and the small area in the top or the bottom left. Look, those areas are kind of small. Right. And then I did it in Denise. But I had already explored a gigantic portion of Denise, even though I hadn't done any quests or missions over there, but I explored it a little bit. So those are the only areas that got rid of the fog of war. And I'm like, and all of a sudden I started playing again. I was just like, I can't tell where I've been. I don't know where. Like I started looking at caves and shit. I was like, I don't know if I've done this cave. I don't know if I've done this cave or not. Oh, I hate it now. I hate it now.
There's one. Have you come across the dragon puzzles? Maybe not.
I don't know.
I have
Was
found
that the one that's kind of
there's. I think
pit?
there's like 8. Yeah. Well, there's like 8 of them, but I found 2. And the first one was easy. The second one that I found was like a giant jigsaw puzzle. And it's on blocks, and you can only push one block at a time. And so I can't figure out how to do it because you cannot use any of your abilities to manipulate each of the stones. And I have a feeling I'm going to look up a guide on how to do it. And it's going to be like, oh, you just do this. And I'm going to like kick myself. But the first one was, there's one that is in a giant pit right below your Hernan base.
Okay, yeah, so I've done that one. I came across that one pretty early.
Yeah.
I didn't figure out what to do after a while. It's kind of funny because like you push the door to get in, and I didn't realize what to do for a while, and I started getting like kind of like frustrated.
Yeah.
And so then I closed the door from the inside, and then
Oops.
yeah, I just closed the door from the inside, and then I realized I couldn't like open it that way, so I like went through it, and then I realized I could turn the fucking things that are like in the pit.
Yeah.
Inside and then I finally luckily like 2 of them I realized like which direction they should go, and the third one I kind of just spun it until it stopped and it gave me.
I did that with all 3 of them. I just turned till I clicked. I sat there for like 30 minutes just turning each of these dials till I figured it out, and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 2 of them I'm like this kind of looks like it's right side up, so I'm gonna leave it. And then I just turned one, and then it kind of just clicked and it showed me. I was like, whew. All right, good to go, bud. But it's really funny because like I fast traveled to that one a few times just because like I wanted the ore that was like in the bottom of the pit, and I also realized there's a cave. There's a cave at the bottom that has diamonds in it.
Yeah.
So I fast traveled to it, and because it takes you like to the actual spot. I turn around and I have to leave. And I'm like, oh fuck, that's right. I closed the door. I can't open the door. So I gotta fast travel somewhere else, run all the way there, and then I open the door to make sure it's open the next time I go back.
So I am, full disclosure on this, I am cheating a little bit. Anytime that I have to travel a extremely long distance, I turn on infinite stamina.
Oh, well, yeah, you're a little worse than me. I think about it constantly. I've not loaded the game up using wand or Weemod. I haven't loaded up using a trainer because I know as soon as I do, I'm not gonna stop once I do it. The only time I would do it. So the only time I would do it was just for money, just so I can have money for the research and I can have money to dump into unlocking weapon slots or abyss gear slots. That's the only thing I would use a trainer for. I'm not struggling with anything else. Stamina's not bad. Health. I mean, some bosses were kicking my ass.
I kept trying to climb the highest absolute point just to see how far I could go by jumping off of it.
It's not terribly far.
And then, here's the thing though: when you have the infinite stamina on, and you do the double jump glide, and when you unlock the dodge while you're gliding, you can dodge straight, and you do not lose altitude when you dodge.
You lose a little bit of altitude, not much. I can tell you never use Sonic Boom. You never use the Sonic Boom glitch.
No,
they had a glitch. They patched it yesterday. Or Friday night. I think they patched it Friday night. I was pissed. A lot of the community was pissed about it. They had Sonic Boom. You're talking about flying. You could cover like 6 times the distance in like half the time. You would, and it was so cool. You should look up the videos just to see it. I have an old build on my laptop. If I don't update my laptop game, I might still be able to do it. but like you go and you fly, and then like you enter focus mode, you dodge forward, and as soon as you dodge, you do the repulse, and it creates this gigantic shockwave behind you, and your dude just fucking takes off.
No kidding.
And it was so fluid. It was so fluid. People thought that it was supposed to be in the game. They just weren't going to tell you how to do it. So a lot of people thought it was supposed to be a part of the game, but it turns out it was a glitch. And dude, like you're talking about, like your dude would fucking take off. He would fly super fucking fast. He would go super fucking fast, and you could go cover an insane amount of distance, but your stamina would still burn at the same rate as if you were flying, fastly.
Yeah.
But you're going at least like 3 times as fast and covering like 6 times the distance. It was nuts.
Okay.
I could go easy, like almost like 500 meters.
Oh, nice.
In one burst, and do it in like, so like I would be at the top of an example to give you the distance. I would be at like the top of where your base is, your camp, and I could fly to like the armorer in Hernand, the smithy.
Mm-hmm.
I could fly to him without touching the ground. Still have like maybe like a few pieces of my stamina left, but I would get there in like 15 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I can get there, no problem. But it takes me like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing about this game. It does not hold your hand on anything. It does not tell you anything that you can do until after you figured it out.
Dude, I was getting pissed about something because like the game wasn't telling me how to do something. It turned out to be like something like super easy. I think it was like launching missions at my camp. I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you want me to fucking do it? Or like even doing like the dies and stuff. I was just like, they need to explain it just a little bit better.
Yeah, the dies ticked me off because you have a side mission where you have to go learn how to do your dye your armor and stuff. It's cool that you can, but it doesn't explain how.
Yeah, it was like dye your armor, and I was just like, okay. I'm talking to the dye guy, and I'm like clicking, and it wouldn't let me dye, not knowing that you have to go off, make the dye, have the dye in your inventory, use the dye in your inventory, then go back and talk to him and have him dye. And I was like,
yeah, I need to go on a hunt for a lot of the hidden stuff now. I think that's probably what I do when I hop out of here. Yeah, so I can talk about this freaking game all night. It just, if there's anything you ever wanted to do in a video game, you could basically do it in Crimson Desert. Like if you want to collect pets, you can collect pets. You want to collect mounts, you can collect mounts. If you want to, grind for, insane gear, you can grind for insane gear. It's a game that's literally for everybody. The things that you have to get over though is the controller. And once you play once you're in it about, 20 some odd hours, which I know is asking for a lot, it's a lot smoother. I still find myself, when I wanted to, when I want to, use the grapple arm, I still find myself pulling my bow out, which is
sometimes like I do a couple of things. The one thing that I really wish they would fucking switch is the glide, because there are times where I want my person to glide, but they double jump, and there's times where it happens the most often. It's like where I really want to double jump, but he glides, and it's the same fucking button. They need to switch that shit. That's the only one that I think they need to switch. It needs
to go from tap tap to tap hold.
I wouldn't even say tap hold. I would say just change glide to be pressing X when you're in the air, because you're not going to press X when you're in the air because you're not trying to sprint. So that's what I would say. And I also would say, like, if they did a hold, the hold might be too long. You might not be able to activate it in time, or if you're trying to in a rush. So
there's one thing I need to figure out.
And he fucking glides and it doesn't work, and glides at the wrong time.
I did something that I don't know what I did, but I have a bunch of villagers are terrified anytime that I walk through town. And I don't know what I did.
Is your trust with them like super low?
No, I greet every single person. Anytime I walk by a hobo, I flick a coin at them. I don't know. But the only thing I could think of is anytime that I am working on claiming a what do they call it? Where you're trying to claim the bases.
Yeah.
Well, anytime I do that and I'm trying to rescue the civilians that are in there, I'll cut them free or I'll untie them, and then they will sit there in fear.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot. And they're like, or like I've killed everyone and they're still tied up and they're like, why are you doing this? And I'm just like, dude, they're all dead. Yeah, I ignore that. I just ignored it because I realized it's happened. It's probably not something the developers thought about too much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they'll sit there and be terrified for a little bit, but then they'll thank me like after like 30 seconds if I stand there long enough.
Have you been put in jail yet?
Not in a save. Not in a save. I've done it just to fuck around. When I unlocked firepower, I quickly saved, and then I did a move just in the middle of town, trying it out after I unlocked the ability and then the skill tree. And I also have a piece of equipment on that anytime I use the firepower, it sends out meteorites in every direction. Dude, I decimated a city block with one swing, and a shit ton of people died instantaneously. And then, like, they were mad, and I was like, "All right, man, I just said I'm all right, fucking doing it. I just started just killing everybody that came my way, and it was easy too because I had done a shit ton of puzzles. I'd done a shit ton of puzzles and a shit ton of towers, all within like I spent like 12 hours doing this, and I hadn't killed a single person. So I didn't know how powerful I was for a really long time. I was getting all these skill points, investing in skills, upgrading these weapons, and then I unlocked the elemental power. So I didn't know how powerful I was. Dude, it was so fucking easy. I just started walking through everybody that was coming in my direction. It's just walking right through. Just immediate finish. You wouldn't even have to slash them a few times. Like anytime I just hit a button, it was just an immediate finisher on somebody.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then, yeah, they threw me in jail. And then I just reloaded.
See, I need to start saving prior to trying to steal something. Because I've been caught twice. And now anytime that I walk by a guard, he says something like, "You look like trouble." And I'm like, my reputation is near maxed with your city. I
haven't had to steal anything where someone witnessed me, and now I've realized what to do. I only figured it out literally like a couple minutes ago before I ended the game, so I could jump on here. So I've never stolen anything where anybody could witness me, and then the timer runs out, or I leave the area, so then I get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
But one time I had to steal something, and people witnessed me, and I read the thing super quickly, and then I left the area, and then I didn't get a bounty. So
Nice.
I've had that happen before, where like I saw somewhere I did something where I got a bounty, and I was like, all right, I'm not doing this right now. So I reloaded the game. So like I think if you steal something and people witness you, as long as you leave the area fast as fuck and leave the circle before the timer runs out, then you don't get a bounty.
Yeah. The one thing I find annoying, it's probably the most annoying thing, is when you get a bounty put on you because your horse ran over a fence.
I only had that happen to me one time, but it just said vandalism, and then I didn't get a bounty, so I was like, okay, whatever. Fuck, that was weird.
Yeah.
I always expect to get something like when I take the cart. The fucking trade good system really pisses me the fuck off.
I try to get into it, and then I'm just like, you know what? I'm not messing with this right now, and I walked away.
Because I do these missions for Jan, and like I go and buy everything, and I spend like $28,000 buying everything, and then I sell it all, and then I got like $33,000, and I was like, all right, so I did all that shit, drove halfway across the map to pick the shit up, and then drove halfway across the map in the other direction to sell it, and all I did was a $5,000 profit, fuck that shit. Not doing that ever again.
Yeah.
And it's a pain in the ass because the horse controls are okay, but the cart controls are fucking terrible. That cart does not do anything I tell it to do. And anytime it touches something, like if I get too close to like a light post, it clips it, and it's just fucking all over the fucking place. Never stops.
That's
I
funny.
hate.
What I think is, the escort quest. Holy crap. That drives me insane. Because there's a period of time where you have to do like 30 of them in a row.
Yeah.
And it's mostly faction based stuff because you're going out with each member of your team and everything like that, and you're doing something with them. But you have to ride side by side with them, and they go just slow enough so that you can pass them. But if you pass them, they stop.
You have to hold X. Hold X, man.
Well, yeah, so you can do that, but then they take off, and so you go take off after them, and then they slow down because they got too far away. I'm like, and then you pass them, and then they stop. I'm just
Even
like,
if you hold X and you're kind of like right next to them the whole time, they will vary their speeds, and then you'll start and they'll just do this the whole time. Like sometimes they'll take off, and sometimes they'll slow down and take off and slow down. I'm like, what are we doing, man?
All right, well, let's go through some of the new stuff here because we got like 20 minutes. I didn't realize we were going to sit here and talk about freaking Crimson Desert for 40 minutes. It is so much fun, by the way.
So I was sitting there like, shut the fuck up.
I mean, I have not gotten the game very much for the reasons that y'all have already talked about. And I think it looks like a very fun game, but I don't want to pay $70 for a game that I know I'm going to complain about.
Dude, I mean, it's
You will
stuff though.
Yeah,
No,
you will
It's stuff that you can complain about.
I will complain about it. Now, I'd be willing to buy the game for cheaper and complain about it then, but I already know that I'm going to complain about the controls. I've seen enough videos, and I even know a couple of people who have bought the game and have told me about it, and I got to be honest, like, I think it looks like the coolest game ever, but at the same time, it doesn't sound cool. For example, like, you know, the boss fights that you were talking about, when you look at the game, it looks like it would handle like a Souls game, but knowing that it doesn't handle like that at all is something that I don't think that I would enjoy.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
And that's just me personally. That's a personal preference.
Yeah.
But I understand other people, you know, maybe they don't mind that, and that's fine.
I mean, you get through it. You definitely get through it. The boss fights, I mean, like I said, like it treats it like that, like a hack and slash. You can't really control the camera as well. I mean, control the camera like during fights is already kind of tough, but then like during
I am curious. I am curious about something though. For controller, does the game give you any options to customize controls in any kind of way?
Not yet.
No, there is. It is for keyboard. You can change the inputs and bindings on keyboard and mouse, but you can't do it on controller.
If they did that for a controller, I might be a little more interested, but it sounds like it's already so complex. It sounds like it'd be probably hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's every button does like 4 things.
Yeah.
And it's all based on taps and holds.
I heard doing just a basic attack requires like holding 3 buttons.
No.
Is it not like that?
No.
So like you can hit R1 and just do a basic slash. You can hold R1 and do a little bit more. You know, I think like, you know, tapping R1 like 3 times is the same thing as like holding R1 the whole time.
It is. 100%.
And then you can do like a jab by doing R1 and triangle. You know, you can do a spinning attack by doing R1 and X, or you can hold R1 and X and do more spins. You can do R1 and circle, which is like a launch attack. You know, R1 and square, which with different weapons does different things.
Yeah.
Depending on like if you had different weapons, you could do different things. So there's a way to do basic attacks, but then there's a way to make the basic attacks more advanced.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and it's R1 is your basic light attack, R2 is your basic heavy attack.
Okay. So it is kind of traditional in that sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Or you can do a super heavy attack by doing R1 and R2 at the same time. And you can either press it or hold it, or you can hold it or press it or hold it, and then also whether you're pressing it or holding it in the middle of that attack, if you were to hit L2 and R2 at the same time, then you add an elemental attack to it. So sometimes it can get pretty advanced and pretty quick.
I can see a lot of people have described the controls as convoluted. Just listening to you describe it, it sounds that way. But I'm sure that when you play the game, it probably doesn't feel that way.
Right. It takes a little while to get used to. It does.
Yeah.
The thing that drives me insane is that it uses L3 and R3
Yeah.
massively. Like some of your important abilities are locked behind using, right? A lot of advancement in the story is locked behind using L3 and R3. Which, if you're like me and you can barely use your left hand, is a royal pain.
Yeah. Well, not to mention just clicking the analog sticks is sometimes complicated depending what you're doing.
Well, then L3 has a tap feature and a hold feature.
Oh, that sounds like maybe too much for an analog stick to be handling.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. The tap feature.
You're gonna wear out your analog sticks in no time.
Yeah.
Right.
And select as camera distance from your character, which is freaking weird.
Which is so weird. I mean, it should just be map, man. Just make it map.
Yeah.
Why is it not map?
It's map in every game in existence except for this one. This one will take you from third person to first person, and no explanation why. Why is that a button?
I mean, I get why it's a button. It just shouldn't. But then also, what button are you going to make it with the controller scheme that they have?
I don't need it to be a button. I need that to be map. I cannot tell you.
I do need it to be map, but
I will default my own personal camera distance. Thank you. Now, give me my freaking map. I cannot tell you how many times that I've changed my camera going to open map. I still do it. I am dozens of hours into this bloody game, and I still hit select to bring up map.
I'll be at the even when I know to bring up map, you press start and it opens the entire whatever you want to call it, inventory, dossier, whatever map.
Yeah.
But even just like trying to change different views on the map, I'll end up changing tabs, or like I'm trying to look at something in my inventory and I want to move over inventories or whatever, and I'll end up cycling through the different options. Yeah.
Now, another thing too is they came up with a lot of really cool animations on certain items, and you are locked into those animations no matter how many times you've seen them. So like if you are trying to learn a crafting recipe, you have to pull the recipe out of your inventory, and then it has this really cool animation where your character pulls out the recipe and looks at it, and then you zoom in and it translates from whatever language it is into English. So you, the player, can read it. And then you stow it away. And if you want to learn another recipe, it doesn't auto open your inventories back to where you were. You have to manually go back into your inventory and select the next recipe you want to learn. And you are stuck in that loop until you learn absolutely everything. So I've gotten to a point, like if I stumble across a crafting recipe, I'll open it up, I'll look at it, and I'll just drop it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, as long as it's not in your inventory yet, if you find it on the ground, pick it up, you can just drop it immediately after you learn it.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're going to do anyway. You're either going to drop it or sell it for small amounts of copper.
I'm just glad they added in the skip feature for the blacksmith animation.
Mm-hmm. But that was always there, wasn't it? I think that was always there.
I don't know if they added it later or not, but all I know is I need that on everything.
One thing that I would, if we're talking about these animations and being able to skip it or not, one thing I wish they would add, or at least speed up, is when like when you're walking through the world and you find a shrine and it's got the Abyss cube on it, and you pick it up to look at it, and it's going to be a challenge or whatever. Your character has to look at it. He has to sit there and hold it for like 5 seconds, and then it gives you the option to stow and put in your pocket. I've had times where I've come across that and I pick it up and then something will attack me before I can stow it, and he just drops it. He just drops it or won't pick it up or anything. So you have to pick it up again, kill whatever's trying to kill you and whatever, and start all over from the beginning. That kind of drives me fucking nuts.
Yeah, try to find the damn cube you just dropped so you can go do the challenge.
And all he does is literally just hold it there and stare at it for 5 seconds. And then it gives you the option to stow, and that's it. Nothing fucking happens. Nothing happens. It doesn't even tell you what the challenge is until you stow it. So like, why am I sitting here for like 5 seconds?
Like, look at all the detail we put into this item that your character can just hold. Okay, I mean, now do it every single time.
You can toss it up in the air and flip it around and shit. So yeah, that's cool. But like, dude, allow me to pick it up and then immediately put it in my pocket and keep fucking going.
Yeah.
Because that's happened to me so many times. Like, especially like when I first entered Denise and I couldn't fight any of those fucking guys, even though I'd already been like 60 hours into the game and was strong as shit. But somehow those fucking ads are just whipping my fucking ass.
Are those the ones in yellow?
Yeah, the ones in yellow. They were so fucking strong.
Holy crap.
And I'm like, dude, I'm so fucking strong right now. How are they whipping my ass? But I'm sitting there trying to explore, so I'm just ripping my ass through the woods trying to find some stuff. And then I see it, and then I'm like, all right, well, I'm here. Might as well pick it up. But nope, he's got to sit there and stare at it for 5 fucking seconds, and then someone hits me in the fucking back, so he drops it, and now and I'm like, well, I can't kill these guys. I just got to come back.
Yeah, there was like 3 on the way to the Demon of the Reeds.
Yes. So the weird thing for me was, because I was already exploring the area, and like, this is actually, especially back when I had Damien, and I had her follow me around. So every time I enter that area, huh?
You can have her follow you?
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep the dog.
They both can follow you.
Don't say that. Like,
they both can follow you. You know how you like, if you hold up to,
I thought that was just character switch.
Yeah, but yeah, if you click on her and don't let go, then you can hit X. I guess it's A for you because it sounds like you're using an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
So you hit X on her and it summons her. She doesn't immediately come to you. You gotta like go somewhere. The icon will pop up. You pretty much just hit the start button again. And then like it will take you to like the closest like fast travel point or just some secluded area. And you guys are teamed up. And then now you can hot swap to her whenever you want, or even even other characters after you get them. I mean. So yeah, I had her follow me around for a while, but like when I entered that area where it is, she always had to leave because it was like, "Hey, this is a cliff-only mission." I'm like, "But there's no mission over here. What are you talking about?" So then I ended up exploring that area and I collected everything, and then like I was like, "All right, well, I got nothing else to do." It was literally like within 5 minutes of each other because I was exploring as much as I can. I came across this area, and I was like, "All right, whatever. I'm gonna go do the main mission," and the main mission took me there. I was like, "What the fuck?" That was so weird.
Yeah, so there's so much to enjoy, but there's also so much to complain about. And honestly, the fact that this is a game based in a universe that's that's an MMO and it's doing as good as it is, because it's sold millions of copies. But I think everybody's just like, oh, it's not a Western game, and they just buy it now. I think we've almost hit that point in the market.
I don't know if it's that. I mean, this game was hyped for a long time. People knew how expansive it was going to be, how big it was.
It is freaking massive.
They didn't know the full depth, but they leaked probably about. I didn't really leak. They released to the public probably like 20% of what you could do. People were already sold, and then they start playing it, and like it's even bigger than we imagined.
But you know, one thing that I can say about this game, and I've heard other people say it too, this game has actually been willing to do something that a lot of games usually don't, and that's actually try stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they tried a lot of stuff, but they still tried everything. Stuff.
They tried everything.
I mean,
it's like the last game you need to buy because it's a combat simulator, it's an RPG, It's a farming simulator, fishing simulator. You know,
Mhm.
what is it? Micromanaging simulator, like with your camp and missions and shit
Yeah.
like that. You can
I
raise
mean,
animals on your farm, plant
they
trees.
they very clearly didn't experience anyone saying no to anything at any point in time throughout the creation of this game, which is cool, but at the same time it's like, well, maybe there's a couple of things that y'all could have like hashed out a little better, but I haven't played the game, so I can't speak on it personally. I can just say what other people have said.
Here, I'll let you know this. It is somebody who has ADHD. It is their wet dream game
Right.
Yeah.
because you can go off on a tangent and just do whatever the hell you want, get bored, and just change it up, be in the same game, go through a load screen, and you're doing something else.
Yeah. And I mean that aspect of it does sound very very appeasing. And eventually one day I will play it, but it's not going to be right now.
Yeah, I was the other night, I was sitting here just going on treasure hunting. And then I got bored because I haven't fought anything in like 2 hours. So I decided I'm going to go do a couple of missions. I went and did a couple of missions, and then I'm like, holy crap, there's a puzzle here. And then so I go off on this little side thing and just do a puzzle. And I'm like, oh yeah, the mission. But yeah, it is the ADHD wet dream game, 100%. It is going to replace so many games that I use as time sinks when I'm not playing a seasonal game or one of the live service games that I play. It's replacing Skyrim, Fallout, and Cyberpunk for me because it is all those games.
Yeah, it is. It is so much. And I remember when they first announced how many hours you could actually spend on the game, and I was just like, "That's too many hours. I'm not going to do all that. That's crazy." And now I'm fucking doing it, man. Like I said, I'm at 100 plus hours in. I've only been to like a third of the map,
Yeah.
and done so much. And I'm not just. I mean, the world is extremely massive. And even as I was exploring, I'm looking at it like I climbed to the top of a mountain and think that it's the edge of the map, just to look over the mountain and just see more on the other side. I'm like, what the fuck? This game.
Yeah. I did that exact same thing. I climbed to the highest mountain peak I could find, and just to look over, and I'm like, there's a bigger freaking mountain right behind this mountain. What the hell?
You just see so much. I'm like, there's no way that's like all playable area. And then you do the fucking blinding light, and you see all the blue glints. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude?
So I got to test something because I didn't know about the reflect from high point glints. I would just use my lantern and they would highlight.
Do you mean like finding the fast travel places and like
Yeah.
the abyss? You never knew using blinding light? Oh my god, I feel so bad. I feel terrible.
But see, here's the thing. Don't feel too bad because all I had to do was hold up my lantern and it did the exact same thing.
Would it show them like off in the distance though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've definitely seen it sometimes where like sometimes I hold up my lantern, or if I do the.
It's more responsive with
blinding
blinding light. It is more responsive with blinding light. I'll say that. Blinding light is the better option. I just wish it wasn't, the buttons that it is.
Easy. It's R1, L1, R1. That's super easy.
It is. For two functioning hands.
That's fair.
Like I'm half tempted to pull up my old Elite 2 controller just to remap all the toggle switches to, like I'm thinking about mapping L3 R3 into the buttons, the underneath switches.
Yeah.
Just so I ain't got to deal with that anymore, because that is the most annoying thing, is like when you're sitting there trying to hold L3 to use an ability, and L3 is your walk ability, but you're trying to aim while you are got a little bit of stick drift or something.
Man, waiting to like, you gotta like, you unlock the. They have challenges where like you gotta shoot in the air, like shoot with the bow, or like you gotta use the bow, and then you gotta enter focus mode, and then you got to do multi-target, and then you got to do charge shot, and then use it with an elemental ability. It's way too fucking much, and like you're getting swarmed by enemies, and it's even though time slows down in focus mode, it's not enough fucking time.
So the one thing I've noticed is that this game, the controls are definitely for, not to sound like that guy, but it is definitely for somebody who can navigate the controller flawlessly. So without looking, like
it's almost like if you had this controller and you were using it on a controller that's coming out in a couple of years, and they're trying to make it all touchscreen, it wouldn't work.
I definitely see that.
But look, the control scheme is definitely for like Korean style gamers. 100%. Like it's not for,
Oh, dude, I had
us plebeian.
You have to claw so much. You do have to claw so much. Because sometimes like I'll be sitting there doing stuff, and then like I have like my hands on the stick. I'll have this on the R1, press a circle, making sure I can hit R2 and still get L2, and I'm just clawing as I'm in the middle of this fight just so I can do a fucking move.
Or climbing a mountain that's so freaking high, and you're just holding the analog stick and your fingers start slipping, so you have to like reach over and hold it in place with the other finger so you don't slide off. But the game has absolutely everything. We just talked about it for an hour freaking straight. We're not even going to get to any of this bloody news.
Oh, dude, I want to talk about Artemis 2 too. I'm sorry.
Artemis 2.
You don't even know what Artemis 2 is right now. Do you know there's people going to the fucking moon right now?
The space flight, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Oh, okay, whatever.
I know about where we're trying to go back to the moon. And I saw a very funny bit about it that I will not bring into the show. I'll share it to you privately if I can find it again. But it made me laugh so freaking hard. But it's not for the show.
I think it's fucking cool, man.
And then what is this DLSS 6 to launch alongside the 6000 series?
I can't even imagine what the fuck that is going to be. Have we talked about DLS? We talked about DLS 5.
We did.
DLS 6.
Why are we talking about DLSS 6? This seems like the date of this article is suspicious.
Right, but no, I mean I saw multiple things, people reporting on it as like leaks were coming out about the 6000 series, the RTX 6000s, and DLS 6 was on the way too. I'm like, I made that joke earlier that 5 hadn't even launched yet, and they're going to start announcing 6, and then 7 is going to be out before the official announcement for 6. Right? Did I say that right? That 7 is going to be out. Yeah, I mean just. Like, all right, man, 5 hasn't even come out yet. Why are we already talking about 6? And 5 looks like it's doing crazy amounts of shit. Why do we need 6 so far? Why do we need 6? See how 5 does first.
Yeah, the SEC banned all foreign-made routers. That was the thing.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah, because they're all foreign-made. But then again, I don't think I've bought a router in 15 years.
I did, but with my, because I have.
So you got the reason behind it, right?
I did. I know the reason behind it. I would even buy routers that were built to handle the speeds for Comcast. The what is it? The DIOC, something like that. To handle the technology, because like. Whatever, like it still wouldn't work, and I still wouldn't get my speeds. They're like, oh, well, you have to have one of ours. I was fucking pissed.
Yeah,
so fucking dude.
Which is, I mean, it's fine if you're gonna have a proprietary for your own, but you can't force yourself to have a proprietary and charge extra for it.
Yeah.
But basically you can. But yeah, no, I mean, there's been a lot of spyware found in foreign routers, which is why this whole thing came about. Same thing with, it was, I think it falls in that same line as like, banning TikTok. Like they'll somehow end up be a trusted manufacturer, and just watch Nancy Pelosi's trading schemes and you'll figure out who it is.
Does this mean I'm not going to be able to buy Samsung soon? Even though Samsung is made in Korea?
I don't know. Korea's an ally.
Korea is an ally, but it's kind of starting to fall in the same kind of category, is it not? I understand that,
Potentially. That is unless Sony buys them out. And here we are, still going into why is everything bloody political?
PlayStation? See, we're starting to enter some weird territory, man.
Yeah. Weird territory, and why has everything got to fall into this category? What the hell did Oracle do? I forgot. Because
Dude, they laid off 30,000 people out of fucking nowhere. That was nuts.
I don't even know what they are.
Oracle is a huge software company. Huge software. They have their own. They have cloud. They were like one of the leaders in like database software for a long time.
Okay.
Oracle
okay.
is a huge.
Now I know who they are. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a huge software company. Huge software.
Probably
IT,
replacing a lot of those jobs with AI.
Yeah, because I always knew about Oracle, but I didn't know.
I knew of them, I just didn't know what they did.
Yeah, but they have their own cloud service too. It's not as big as I think it's number 4 behind AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, and then Oracle. But yeah, they're probably just dumping a bunch of money into server technology. I think they used to put out servers too, like actual hardware servers.
That makes sense. There's one here that. Sorry, I'm kind of like going through these, so we're actually talking about something other than Crimson Desert. This one seemed really cool until I read the small fine print. So Netflix has lost a court battle over constantly raising the price over the last 7 years, which sounds good, except for the fact that they only have to refund people in Italy.
Italy? Oh, I didn't read that either. I literally sent that like 2 minutes before I joined. So I didn't have time.
Yeah. That's why I thought it was interesting because,
they have a price hike coming like the next month. The next month they have a price hike.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. It's like $40.
And then they're going to start doing the tiered system like Amazon does.
I canceled my Netflix account like a couple of months ago just because they keep raising the cost. And honestly, I don't even watch it half the time.
People were doing the same.
Yeah.
I don't have every subscription service right now, but I used to have everyone. And there's some that I cancel, from time to time and activate. I think I should just you should just have like one for like a month, maybe 2 months, and just burn through everything that you're going to watch just on that service. Like, if you have Netflix, Hulu, and what's another one? Prime, Crunchyroll, Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Just have one for a month at a time and just burn through everything. That's the only thing that you guys are watching right now. Burn through all the shows that are on there, see what you want to see, then deactivate it, let them recharge, let the shows recharge for a little bit, get some new content, new episodes get put out, whatever. And then you just move into Hulu. You just burn through everything on Hulu. Deactivate that one, move on to Disney Plus. Burn through Disney Plus.
Only keep your accounts active just long enough to binge everything and then cancel it right after.
Yeah.
Well, you should just buy it for a month and then immediately cancel it so that when it runs out, you're like, all right, time to move on.
Yeah. I've done that on several services. Just because I'll forget to cancel it. And that's where everybody is banking on the Planet Fitness model now. Sign up for a subscription and just forget about it.
Yeah.
Because that's how Planet Fitness will tell you, they don't care if you come to the gym or not. All they care about is you maintaining your subscription. Yeah. The fact that you have to do the walk into the door to cancel it manually.
Yeah.
It's such, I didn't cancel mine for almost a year just because I didn't want to walk in there and feel bad about not being in there.
That's why they do it.
It's 100% why they do it. The CEO says that's why he does it that way.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's kind of genius when you think about it.
Oh,
I mean, I think some banks have gotten behind that. Like, you can go ahead and stop payments. You can just stop payments and without having to change your card. I mean, because sometimes you could just change your card number and deactivate your card.
Well, that's the thing too. Depending on what payment services on your card, it's actually attached to your name, not your card. So there's a lot of things that if you upgrade your debt or if you trade your debit card in, there's a lot of things that will just follow suit with your debit card without ever having to reconfirm your card number.
Well, that's why I'm saying that a lot of banks have it now where, like, online, you can just cancel payments to certain organizations. And just
there's
stop payments to this.
There's a couple of apps you can install and attach to your banks, and it will register things that you have paid subscription services to and tell you, hey, this is coming up, or, it helps you figure out what you're actually paying, because we are in such a subscription service hellscape now. Everything is subscription service.
This dude, I saw this stand up. This dude's so fucking funny. He's doing a stand up about how everything is subscription based. And he's like, not only can we just have a subscription to just like the grocery store in general, he's like, you can have subscription service to just a single fucking fruit. To just like bananas. You want a subscription for bananas? That's it. It's gonna get it. And then every 2.5 weeks we'll send you 5 fucking bananas and they'll already be brown.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. And that's the thing is what a lot of these subscription services, I think there's going to be a bubble burst on it. There has to be, because we've hit a point to where all of these subscription services are vying for your attention. And we've hit a point of average Joe cannot maintain more than like 2 or 3.
Yep.
Because it's expensive. Like, once you get into like 3 subscriptions, you're back into, why don't I just have cable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least when you had cable, you actually had access to everything that was available.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I mean,
yeah.
you still had it like
Whereas with the subscription model, if you don't have the right subscription, well, you're just not going to have access to whatever that thing is.
Yeah. Like, I've hit a point. If there is a service out there where you could spend $70 a month and have access to all of the major streaming services, I would just do that.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody came along as a third party and created that one day.
Amazon's kind of close, because through Prime you can subscribe to other movie channels and other services. Like,
the problem is you have to you can sign up for it through Prime, but you have to go through the other app to cancel your subscription, and then you have to go into Prime and verify that you cancel the subscription.
Oh, you do? I've never done it, but
I've done it a couple of times, because like there'll be like a movie that I'm really looking forward to watching, and I just don't get, and I'll subscribe to that, just watch the movie, because it's cheaper than buying or renting the movie on Amazon. So I'll just subscribe for a month, and then I'll forget to cancel and be like, fuck.
That's what it is. I think Sling TV is onto something. Because Sling TV, you can now buy day passes, weekend passes,
nice,
month passes. So like, instead of like buying it, it's the same thing as like, I'm gonna start the subscription and then just immediately cancel, so that way it just lasts for 30 days, and then when it's time to renew, it just doesn't. But like with Sling TV, you can be like, hey, I just want to watch TV just for a day, just because there's a basketball game on that I want to watch or something.
Yeah,
shit like
that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, and that way you can get it for the day, get it for the weekend, or get it for the month. I think maybe the week too.
Yeah, because most shows coming out these days are coming out a season at a time, and you could binge it in a day or two.
Right. Well, I mean, Sling TV is live, so you can't do.
Well, I'm just saying it's a good idea. Like if you wanted to do it for everything else.
Yeah.
Like that's not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you wanted to get a streaming service for just like a day and then just binge watch that stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Prices on that might start going up too. I mean,
well, you know,
not terrible. I think it's like $3 for a day.
Imagine that I could actually get behind that almost. I mean, it obviously, you know, a different way to charge us money, but at the same time, like, hey, I really want you to check out the show because I think you'll love it. I'm just going to gift you a day pass. Go watch it. Cash it out when you have a minute, you know, to sit there and binge watch it. Because a lot of shows that like I'll watch or you'll watch and we'll sit there, we'll talk about it, but I won't watch it because I don't have that subscription service. And I'm not going to give that subscription service my money for one show.
Yeah.
But I would watch it if I had like a free day pass or something like that. Because I would go in and watch that exact one show and then, because how many times have, you know, somebody sat there and been like, hey, you need to watch Game of Thrones. I mean, granted, we watched Game of Thrones, but yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't want to buy HBO for, you know, ever because I want to keep up with Game of Thrones. You know, I want to take a weekend, watch the first 5 seasons and call it a freaking day. And then there's people like me, like, I'm only off. So I'm on a rotating schedule. So I'm only off certain days of the week. And there's a lot of services that I use that I don't need access to 24/7. Because my day is wake up, take a shower, make some food, go to work, come home, repeat until my day's off. I don't get time to play games or watch shows on the days I work. But on my weekends, my long weekends like this weekend, I would definitely burn through an entire season of a show between like Friday and Saturday so we could talk about it on Sunday. Yeah. I mean, speaking of like, I ended up resubscribing to High Dive, which is an alternate anime service to Crunchyroll. Just because they have a show that is only aired on High Dive. It's exclusive to High Dive. Fantastic show, by the way. I parry everything.
I think I've heard of that.
It's amazing. I'd say easily top 10. Like, I won't say it's top 5 worthy, but it's definitely top 10. Gorgeous animation, fantastic action, great world building. The main character is very likable. He's not annoying like Monkey Luffy.
Oh God. Yeah, that's tough.
What
do some of the?
But the thing about High Dive is you have to be careful about what you watch on there around children or spouses, because there will be questions. Like, it does not censor or alter anything they put on there. What you got?
Just confirming. Looks like I Parry Everything's on Hulu too.
Is it really? Because I don't think it is. If it is, that's actually kind of funny. I mean, that's
on Hulu and Disney Plus.
That's funny. Because when I looked it up, it was exclusive to High Dive. Like, High Dive made it.
Yep, it's right there.
Oh. How many episodes they got?
How many seasons?
I think there's like 3 or 4.
Never mind. Yeah, there's only one season. Only one season on here.
Let me double check. before I talk. I rewatched it a bunch because I would watch it to I would watch it to like relax, and then I would fall asleep. Not because I was bored, I'd fall asleep because I was just tired. Let me sign in because it's not going to let me do anything here. What in the world? Buttercup.
It says there's only one season of everything. That
Hold on.
maybe this isn't. Yeah.
Oh, hey, I got my password right on the first go.
What?
But yeah, it's also the best place to watch. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Wow, what is that name?
Yeah, it's a crazy name. It has nothing to do like. Okay, so apparently I finished it. So can I not? That is. All right, Hot Dog, your search engine is horrible. Oh, here. Never mind. Never mind. I figured
Weren't
it
you
out.
just placing this? Okay.
It is one season. I just watched it so many times that it felt like more.
All right.
But yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there because I need to go figure out what my dog's going nuts about and eat something. Because I took like a 2-hour nap and woke up and did the show, and now I'm just. And then I need to get back into Crimson Desert.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. How many more shows do we have before my trip?
Oh, no.
One. All right, we're gonna have 2 shows. So we're gonna have the 25th and the 9th. That doesn't sound right. So the 19th. Sorry, the 19th and the 3rd. And then we will not do a show on the 17th of May because I will be coming back from Florida that day. Which is going to be like a 14-hour drive. But anyway, thank you all for coming and watching. We hope you had a good time. Listen to us rant about freaking Crimson Desert for 45 minutes before we actually talk about anything important.